So many of us have been taught that more is better. A bigger pantry, a busier schedule, a longer menu, more options, flavors, choices, and more novelty. But what if the old fable of the town mouse and the country mouse is actually asking a different question? What if peace is richer than abundance? And what if your body's been trying to tell you that for a long time? Welcome to Incandescent Voltage, Luminous Being. My name is Tiffany, and I have been a functional medicine board certified health coach since 2017. Everything shared on this channel is for educational and reflective purposes only and is not medical advice. You are the keeper of your own current, so please seek medical or mental health support whenever needed. Today, many of us are living like the town mouse, not because we're living in cities, but because our bodies are rarely experiencing genuine stillness. We wake to loud alarms and check our phones before our feet even touch the floor, rushing through breakfast, eating lunch while answering emails or driving, scrolling while eating dinner, snacking while watching television, and then wonder why we never feel satisfied. Our food isn't the only thing that is hyper-palatable. Our entire environment is. Every app is designed to capture and hold attention. Every advertisement promises that something slightly better is just out of reach. Every aisle offers another flavor, color, or novelty. And the nervous system, receiving all of this simultaneously, never really gets to exhale. We call this abundance, but the body often experiences this as noise. Think about the bread aisle in your grocery store alone. How many different kinds of just bread, not even including the bakery section? It's just noise. Modern food scientists, they understand something that the nervous system has always known. Novelty increases appetite. And when the brain encounters something new, unexpected, or intensely stimulating, dopamine surges. It signals reward. It says, keep going, this is important. Hyper-palatable foods are specifically engineered to hit as many of those signals as possible simultaneously. Fat and sugar together, salt and crunch together, flavor combinations that no natural food really contains, layered in ways that prevent satiation and prolong the impulse to keep eating. The nervous system is not failing when it responds to these foods. It's responding exactly how it was designed to. And the problem is not lack of discipline. The problem is that the environment has outpaced the nervous system's ability to return to baseline. And food is often the fastest available signal of safety that the body can reach for. In traditional Chinese medicine, health is not found in extremes, it's found in balance. Yang energy is movement, action, stimulation, doing, and chasing. Yang energy is valuable. It initiates, it drives, it creates momentum. But when yang energy runs without the grounding of yin energy, it becomes excess. It becomes the town mouse who can no longer taste the food she's eating because she's already anticipating the next bite. Yin energy offers something different: stillness, quiet, receptivity. The capacity to actually arrive in the moment that is happening and receive it fully. The country mouse lives in yin energy, not because she lacks ambition, but because she's learned that something is something the town mouse simply hasn't been able to absorb yet. That satisfaction doesn't come from more, it comes from presence. And presence requires a nervous system that's been given enough stillness to settle. We often assume that our cravings are about food, but for many sensitive nervous systems, the environment itself is generating the hunger. Unfinished projects visible from the couch, overflowing closets, crowded countertops, piles that silently represent every responsibility that hasn't been tended to yet. Every object asks the brain to quietly process it. Every unresolved stack carries this low level hum of incompletion. And the body, receiving this input continuously, reaches for the quickest available form of relief. Sometimes the body isn't actually hungry for food, sometimes it's begging for simplicity. Think about how different it feels to walk into a clean kitchen. The counter's clear, everything returned to its place. The room itself seems to breathe differently. This is not aesthetic preference. This is the nervous system registering safety through visual predictability. Order reduces uncertainty. Predictable systems reduce the low-grade decision fatigue that accumulates across a day and eventually emerges as an inexplicable craving at 9 o'clock at night. Simple routines become gifts to your future self. 5 minutes of tidying up before bed, a load of laundry set before you go to sleep, a dishwasher emptied with the morning's first cup of tea. These are not domestic obligations, they're small acts of nervous system regulation, compounding quietly over time. And there's something else that the country mouse understands that's very easy to miss. She's not simply austere, she's genuinely grateful. And sometimes I think about what laundry meant before machines existed. Hauling heavy water, scrubbing by hand, wringing and carrying and waiting. A single load could consume most of a day. But today, many of us just press a button. The dishwasher, the refrigerator, the vacuum, the freezer, these are remarkable things. And when the nervous system is genuinely oriented towards what it's already getting provided for, something can shift. Gratitude is not a sentiment, it's a nervous system state. When we practice it consistently, the body begins to notice what's already supporting us rather than scanning constantly for what's missing. And that shift from scarcity to sufficiency, from stimulation to satisfaction, is one of the most profound forms of healing available to us. It's important to understand in the fable, Aesop's fable about the town mouse and the country mouse, that the country mouse wasn't poor. She was regulated. And perhaps that's the distinction that I think changes the whole narrative. Because if you think about it, maybe the greatest luxury isn't a gourmet meal or the overflowing pantry, but maybe being able to open your front door and feel your shoulders drop. It could be the home that asked for nothing of you except your presence. Maybe it's a meal eaten slowly at a clear table without a screen. Or it could be a basket of folded laundry and the quiet gratitude that you didn't have to carry it to the river. The town mouse was always chasing excitement, but the country mouse was choosing peace. And peace in the body will always outlast pleasure in the moment. Abundance without safety is not abundance. It's just stimulation with better lighting. Before we close, I want to let you know that I will have some reflective questions in the community tab tomorrow. You can use these for journaling or contemplation, or use them for a deeper conversation with a therapist or a counselor if that feels more supportive for you. There's no pressure to have immediate answers. Sometimes the self-awareness and healing can happen just by making space for the questions themselves. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me today, luminous being. If something in this conversation resonated with you, I would love to hear your reflections in the comments. How did this information shift the way you view yourself, your body, or even your current season of life? What expanded your self-awareness as you listened? These conversations are not about perfection. They're about learning how to listen a little bit more honestly to our bodies with curiosity and compassion and clarity. And if this episode supported you in some way, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need these words as well. If you'd like to go deeper, I invite you to explore my free 5-day email course. The link is in the description below. This is where ancient wisdom meets modern science to support you on your own health, nervous system, and wellness journey. And until next time, may you continue healing at the speed of safety.